Hello. What is up, guys? It is your boy once again with another video. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a big one. The one you've been... I don't know if you've been anticipating for it, but I have. I got some pretty good and pretty juicy questions on the not gonna lie link thing. You know, the one that you reply to anonymous questions. There were some dumb fucks inside there that ruined the experience, but I got some pretty good questions. So because I don't want it to be too long, and it probably will be because I talk a lot, let's get right into it and dive into the questions. So how we're gonna do it, I'm just gonna take them literally in order and see which ones I want to reply to and which ones are just dumb and not worth it. Worst movie you've ever watched? First one. Honestly, plenty of bad movies I've watched, but I don't know which one is the worst, by the way. But let me think of a bad... Oh! Let me just think of a recent bad one. Even though I'm a Marvel fan, the Thor movie, the recent Thor movie, the one that was called something Love, it was pretty bad. It's not the worst by any case, but that's the one thing that comes to mind right now, honestly. The longest time you've ever gone without showering, some bastard kept on fucking spamming this one. Which is, I've talked about it on Instagram as well. It was back when we were kids with my brother. We spent 2 whole weeks without taking a shower and playing in the dirt all day. We were like 7, 6 years old, maybe even younger to be honest. And we literally slided on the mountains, not mountains, it was like a hill with our butts laying on the ground. So everything was dirty as fuck. But we still didn't take a bath for like 2 weeks until we were forced to. Because we didn't like bath back then, we do like it now though. Everything okay? I guess so. Yeah, why not? What was the best day so far of this year? That's a really nice one. If I take the whole 2022, I just have to say the Fit X. So it was 8th of May 2022. The day that I won both classes, the day of my first show, the day I fell in love with the sport. I know it sounds corny and you probably expect me to say that. But that day was probably the best day of my life, one of the best days of my life for sure, not only of the year. Because the amount it wasn't the win, it was that I found what I love to do and really found it. Like the amount of serotonin I had that day, and from the support of my people there, which was very important, because in all the other shows it didn't feel it just didn't feel the same. Like those guys that were there and everyone was there to see me, like that made the day so fucking special. Like that was the biggest thing, that everyone came. None of the other shows were the same. It wasn't about the victory, it was that everyone came. Can you build muscle on a 500 calorie deficit? I have to be fast for this one. Yes, you can and you can't, because if you're a beginner, a newbie, or someone that's going in the gym now or is coming back from an injury, you can definitely put muscle in a deficit. I don't know why you specified on a 500 calorie, but yeah, you can put muscle in a deficit, but it has to be like either you're a beginner or a newbie in the gym, so like the first couple of years, or you're coming back from an injury, you lost muscle and you try and build it up. But for any intermediate or advanced guy, there's no chance they were gonna build muscle on deficit. They just try to maintain the maximum amount of muscle they can maintain, really. Next one. I loved this one when I got this. Bodybuilding scene UK versus Greece. How different are they, and is it worth it to compete up there and not in Greece? First of all, huge difference, huge. I could make a whole video about it. Night and day. In Greece, bodybuilding is almost non-existent. Like, if you train hard in the gym, first of all the gyms are commercialized, even though they might not be brands, but it's like a fitness club, fitness center. Yes, some of them have good machines in them, but that's another thing. The vibe is never there. Like the music they play, the people that are in. If you train hard, you get the weird looks. If you train hard here, you might get admired and you might actually inspire people. Whereas back home, it's not like that. I'm gonna be like, oh, why you train so hard? Why you put so much weight on the fucking bar? Like, what are you doing? High reps, low weight and all that. Like, it's either bro scientists or just people that just want to be fit, but they don't know what they're doing really. So they basically look exactly the same because they just do a program and they fuck up their diet, and they don't know that the diet plays a bigger role when they want to lose weight and stuff like that. So basically everything is like commercialized, and nobody really gets bodybuilding back home except like the exceptions. But no, night and day difference. UK is like the European America of bodybuilding. Like, it's as big here as it is in America. Those two countries have the biggest impact on bodybuilding, and maybe Canada as well. So yeah, night and day difference, mate. The weirdest place you've ever gone to the bathroom? I don't know this one, but I definitely remember me taking shits in the nature. Yeah, when I was a kid. Or, it says the weirdest place though. No. Yeah, I somewhere in the net. Oh, have I done it in the sea? No, I think I have not done it in the sea. Yeah, I would say somewhere in a field or something like that. I've definitely done that, I remember that, but I don't remember exactly when. But mostly when I was a kid. After a certain point, I just would hold on to myself as long as I can until we're back home, because I'm really like, I don't know, delicate or maybe a pussy when it comes to that stuff. Like, I just want to have my own comfort, if that makes sense. It doesn't necessarily have to be home, but it has to be a toilet. I have COVID symptoms. Any store recommendations? No idea. Keep going. Spill some tea. That was very fucking, yeah, you busy this weekend? Like, you see those fucking questions are like ridiculous. Spill some tea in general. You're busy this weekend. Like, favorite food. Favorite fast food. And I'm really lucky to say that because I have a restaurant that does this, is pizza. Any day. I love pizza more than anything else when it comes to food. When it comes like to healthy food, I'd say I love my oats, if that's healthy. I mean, yeah, it is considered healthy. So oatmeal with whey and all that. But if we talk more food, I'd say like some good steak and chips, but good chips, not the homemade chips, not like the ones that the pre-fried ones, if that makes sense. Something like that on a good restaurant I will be okay. So yeah, and I also love Greek food in general, meaning we go out to places called tavernas, like taverns. That's what it is in English. And we have the best stuff there, honestly. The other guy says, should I be honest with you on here? Yes, you should, but you should have asked me a question. Favorite training memory and why? Your top 3 inspirations in and out of bodybuilding and why? Wow, that's a good one. Favorite training memory? I got so many good training memories, mate. There's not a favorite one, honestly. Like, I do remember back in prep when I met and trained with my current coach, Will. That was a very special day. I really liked that. And the day I posed with him, I think it was that, yeah, it was the same day. That was a very nice experience. Who have I trained with? I had some pretty great sessions with the boys and all that, but any special one would be that, because I trained like with a different person, like different time. But overall, training with the boys, some sessions feel just unreal. Maybe with my boy Keelan, I'd say, because last year we used to train so frequently together. We had some great sessions. You drop 3 inspirations in and out of bodybuilding. In and out. In, I'd say Ronnie Coleman, because he gave it all. He gave his all, his everything, as well as Chris Bumstead, which is, you know, I'm a Chris Bumstead bitch, and I love him because he's such an inspiration as a person more than a bodybuilder, I'd say. Ronnie Coleman as a bodybuilder mainly, and I would say the top 3 inspirations. I would say my dad would be one, because of the person he is really, and his personality. He's a really good human being, down to earth, that is genuinely good, if that makes sense, deep inside. Like, I sometimes I get baffled with how intrinsically how good his intentions are in general, even though he tries to protect himself and us, the family. Also my coach is a huge inspiration right now. The man is working his ass off every day, and I don't feel like I can complain for anything, because he's been doing like 16-hour days, non-stop work, and he's smashing it in life. Yeah, and he is an incredible human being as well, by the way. And yeah, he's been probably my biggest motivation right now, my coach, definitely. So yeah, what time did you fall asleep last night? That was about 1. Oh, the girls are gonna love this. Could you arm wrestle Caitlin or Rachel the beefcakes? I saw that, I wanted to send that to Caitlin. I could arm wrestle both of you. I could arm wrestle you the same time, one with each hand. Although they're both pretty fucking strong, which I don't know the result. Honestly, I don't know if I would win. I want to think that I would win, but there is a chance I wouldn't, especially with Caitlin, I believe. Are you straight? Yeah, yes, as far as I know of, yeah, I am fucking straight. Straight as an arrow. No, not that I have something against like gay, non-LGBTQ people, let's say, but yeah, I am straight. Oh, there's the proper spill the tea. Spill the tea on your first kiss. My first kiss, I was 15 years old. Yes, I was 3rd grade of junior high. That's how we call it back in Greece. I don't know how it is in England. So I was 15 years old. I don't know. That was pre-high school, basically. And yeah, it was a girl that I liked at that time, and we ended up being together for like what, a month or so. So nothing really. But it was like my first proper, I don't know, interaction and crush, if that makes sense. But yeah, that was a weird time, and we were so immature at that time. I remember the reason we broke up was because she was afraid that I would break up with her, so she told me, I will break up with you first so I don't get hurt, so you get hurt, in order for me to have the upper hand, if that makes sense. So she was like, I'm gonna break up with you so you don't break up with me later. That was literally it. She was a good kisser though, I remember that. That's why I do believe I know how to kiss. Because if I learned from someone else, actually she was younger than me as well. She was a year younger. If I learn from someone else, I might not be as good. I think I am decent, hopefully. What's the stupidest thing you ever thought as a kid? I think these ones are, I think they are from the ready ones. You just put them in the NGL link and they, I don't know, it's one of the ready questions that NGL has. Because I've seen that again. Stupidest thing you thought as a kid? I remember one time when I wanted to test if I would become electro or like an electric man if I put my hand in the plug. Guess what? The whole house blacked out. And I told my mom, "Oh mom, we have a blackout, I don't know how it happened." And it was literally me electrified with my finger inside the plug. Thank God it didn't kill me, it could have killed me. And the whole house went black, basically. How big of a nerd are you? 1 to 10. I'm actually pretty big of a nerd. Even if it doesn't seem like it, because to be honest, gym people are usually nerds as well, because they're into, like, I'm into anime, I'm into movies, I'm into video games. So I would say I'm a 8 out of 10 nerd, and an 8.5. 8.5, yeah. What music do you listen to? Anything. At this day, anything. But if I have to pick a genre, I would say rap above everything. But meaningful rap, not the weird shit that talks about fucking drugs, money, and bitches. Not that kind of stuff. Meaningful rap, rock, metal, maybe the alternative indie rock kind of, you know, the 21 Pilots, Linkin Park, I don't know how you call that genre. So yeah, but mostly rap, I'd say. Before I say this, some ladies, I wanna hope, I mean, I don't care what it is, it could be a man, but some ladies were fucking thirsty at this not gonna lie link. Because I did get some questions that I didn't actually say. But this one is, are you talking to someone? No, I am not talking to someone, and I'm not looking to talk to someone. I just want to focus on myself. I just want to be... I'm very busy at the moment as well, which makes me... Yeah, I don't have time to... Meaning, okay, I do have time to spend in the nights especially. But I'd rather spend that with my boys or watch a series. You know, I typically switch off at around 8, 9 p.m. So I just want to spend some time with the boys on the call, watch some Game of Thrones, that's what I'm watching currently, and just go to sleep really. Like, life is simple and I don't want to make it complicated. So no, I'm not talking to someone. Oh shit. Yeah, into anyone. Yeah, resume. One thing you can't survive without: the gym. Period. Period. Are you looking to date someone right now? No. Don't leave me unopened. I don't know who you are, but I did not leave you unopened. Do you snore? Do you snore? I think not. I'm just a very heavy breather. That's what people have told me. So you might think I'm snoring, but I'm not snoring. I'm just in my sleep. Yeah. How tall are you? I'm about 170, 171 centimeters, so around 5'7" and a bit. 5'7" and a bit. What's your favorite food? I said that. Pizza. Again, someone very thirsty. I don't know who you are. Netflix and chill? Question mark. Depends. You're just a pussy to slide into the DMs. you should have slid into the DMs if you wanted Netflix and chill. But still, the answer is probably going to be no. Anyways, your celeb crush. Many. Margot Robbie, Millie Bobby Brown, and I know she turned 18 not a while ago, and now I legally can say she's my crush, because before it would be weird. Millie Bobby Brown, Margot Robbie, Natalie Portman back in the day, especially in the Star Wars films. Many celebs, and also from the fitness industry. I do have some crushes, but I won't say. Yeah, you are really attractive. This is not a question, mate or girl. Would you ever be? I like that one. Would you ever be friends with benefits? FWB, it says. I had to actually Google that. The answer is, I've kind of tried it with some people, not officially, in the past, like many years ago, and it doesn't work out. It genuinely doesn't work out. Like, I don't recommend it. Like, some people, either one of you or even both of you at some point, you're gonna catch feelings, and you're basically losing a friend. You're compromising a friendship for having some fun at that specific point. And I know it might be fun at that point, but then you might not ever speak again, you know what I mean? Like, if it goes well, and it rarely goes well for two people at the end at least, because you might go well in the beginning, but then at the end someone is gonna catch feelings eventually. Like, it might start off right, meaning that nobody has feelings, but attraction is there for both of you. You're both attracted to each other, you both like each other as a person, that's why you're friends. So it's really fucking easy, and it makes sense to catch feelings. Like, I do believe as a person, like, my morals say find your best friend and marry them and date them or whatever. So if I'm friends with benefits with my best friend, then it eventually will happen. And that is literally one of my exes. One of my exes was my best friend, and then she became my girlfriend. So yeah, it doesn't work like that, honestly. It doesn't work. Your biggest insecurity. Wow, that's fucking deep. Your biggest insecurity. I would say failure. Failure in life would be my biggest insecurity. Also, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm the most confident person in the world. I have no insecurities and stuff like that. I do have insecurities. One would be failure. Like, I genuinely feel sometimes that I'm not doing enough. I'm not putting enough work in to get where I want to get, and that scares me. And I do believe I do put in work, but my mind will never believe that. Like, I do believe there's always more. It's the perfectionist mindset thing that it's a curse, but it's a blessing at the same time. Disappointing my family and my own people, friends and all that, that is a big... I wouldn't say it's an insecurity, it's more of a fear. These are more fears than insecurities. Yeah, that would be another one. If we're talking about physical insecurities, I would say I would like my nose to be smaller. Yeah, that would be one. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But it's mostly fears, it's not insecurities. There was another one which I did not address, but I saw that. I swear I saw that. Oh, have you done drugs? Yeah, that's the last one. I want to leave it for the end so nobody sticks to that late, so they can actually know the answer. So I've done the wee and that's it. Basically, I've not done any recreational drugs or something like that. I've done the plant you smoke. But yeah, that's what I've done. So yeah, I think I answered them pretty honestly. thank you so much for watching. I actually enjoyed this. I hope we get more people in the channel so I can keep making videos like that and you actually get to know me more. I spilled some tea about myself. It is what it is. I don't regret it. I really enjoyed it as well. I hope you enjoyed it as well, and I hope you want to see more of that content, more personal stuff as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you got to this point of the video, I appreciate you a bit more because this video is going to be a very long one. Like, subscribe, you know the drill. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.